Number 1, have a suggestion. It means to offer an idea or plan for someone to consider.
I have a suggestion for our group project. I have a suggestion for our group project. She had a suggestion to improve the process. She had a suggestion to improve the process. Do you have a suggestion for dinner tonight? Do you have a suggestion for dinner tonight?
Number 2, have words, a word. It means to have a short conversation, often serious or stern.
The teacher had words with the student after class. The teacher had words with the student after class. They had a word about the broken window. They had a word about the broken window. I need to have a word with you later. I need to have a word with you later.
Number 3, have a hard time. It means to experience difficulty with something.
He's having a hard time solving the puzzle. He's having a hard time solving the puzzle. She had a hard time learning to drive. She had a hard time learning to drive. They have a hard time waking up early. They have a hard time waking up early.
Number 4, have trouble. It means to experience difficulties or problems.
I have trouble remembering new vocabulary. I have trouble remembering new vocabulary. She has trouble focusing on her homework. She has trouble focusing on her homework. They always have trouble finding their keys. They always have trouble finding their keys.
Number 5, have a nightmare. It means to experience a bad dream.
The child had a nightmare last night. The child had a nightmare last night. I often have nightmares before exams. I often have nightmares before exams. She had a nightmare about getting lost. She had a nightmare about getting lost.
Number 6, make a promise to someone. It means to assure someone that you will do or not do something.
I made a promise to my friend to help. I made a promise to my friend to help. She makes a promise to her parents to study hard. She makes a promise to her parents to study hard. He made a promise to call her every day. He made a promise to call her every day.
Number 7, make war. It means to engage in or start a conflict or battle.
Ancient kingdoms often made war with each other. Ancient kingdoms often made war with each other. Making war always leads to unfortunate consequences. Making war always leads to unfortunate consequences. Nations should avoid making war for peaceful solutions. Nations should avoid making war for peaceful solutions.
Number 8, make trouble. It means to cause problems or disturbances.
He is known to make trouble at school. He is known to make trouble at school. They don't want to make trouble for their neighbors. They don't want to make trouble for their neighbors. Making trouble will not solve any issues. Making trouble will not solve any issues.
Number 9, make a suggestion. It means to offer an idea or plan for consideration.
Can I make a suggestion for the project? Can I make a suggestion for the project? She made a suggestion during the meeting. She made a suggestion during the meeting. He makes a suggestion to improve the process. He makes a suggestion to improve the process.
Number 10. Make a stop. It means to stop briefly during a journey.
The bus makes a stop at the station. The bus makes a stop at the station. They made a stop at a small town. They made a stop at a small town. Let's make a stop for coffee on our way. Let's make a stop for coffee on our way.
Number 11. Turn on. It means to activate or start the operation of a device.
Please turn on the lights in the room. Please turn on the lights in the room. He turned on the TV to watch the news. He turned on the TV to watch the news. Can you turn on the heater? It's cold. Can you turn on the heater? It's cold.
Number 12. Turn off. It means to deactivate or stop a device from operating.
Don't forget to turn off the lights. Don't forget to turn off the lights. She turned off the oven after baking. She turned off the oven after baking. He turns off his phone at night. He turns off his phone at night.
Number 13. Turn down. It means to reduce the volume, intensity, or temperature.
Can you turn down the radio a bit? Can you turn down the radio a bit? She turned down the heat on the stove. She turned down the heat on the stove. He turns down the offer politely. He turns down the offer politely.
Number 14. Turn up the music. It means to increase the volume of the music.
Let's turn up the music for the party. Let's turn up the music for the party. He turned up the music in his car. He turned up the music in his car. She likes to turn up the music while cleaning. She likes to turn up the music while cleaning.
Number 15. Turn to. It means to seek help, advice, or comfort from someone or something.
When in trouble, she turns to her family. When in trouble, she turns to her family. He turns to books for relaxation and knowledge. He turns to books for relaxation and knowledge. Students turn to their teacher for guidance. Students turn to their teacher for guidance.
Number 16. Go online. It means to connect to the internet.
She goes online to read the news every morning. She goes online to read the news every morning. Many people go online to shop for clothes. Many people go online to shop for clothes. He went online to research for his project. He went online to research for his project.
Number 17. Go camping. It means to spend time outdoors in a tent.
This weekend, we're planning to go camping in the woods. This weekend, we're planning to go camping in the woods. They go camping every summer by the lake. They go camping every summer by the lake. She went camping and enjoyed the night sky. She went camping and enjoyed the night sky.
Number 18. Go out with. It means to spend time socially with someone, especially on a date.
He's going out with his friends tonight. He's going out with his friends tonight. She went out with her colleagues last Friday. She went out with her colleagues last Friday. They've been going out together for a year. They've been going out together for a year.
Number 19. Go mad. It means to become very excited or angry.
The crowd went mad when the concert started. The crowd went mad when the concert started. She'll go mad if her team wins the game. She'll go mad if her team wins the game. He went mad when he couldn't find his keys. He went mad when he couldn't find his keys.
Number 20. Go on a trip. It means to travel somewhere.
They're going on a trip to Europe next month. They're going on a trip to Europe next month. She went on a business trip last week. She went on a business trip last week. Let's go on a road trip this weekend. Let's go on a road trip this weekend.
Number 21. Do a good job. It means to perform a task well.
You did a good job on your presentation. You did a good job on your presentation. She always does a good job cleaning the house. She always does a good job cleaning the house. He did a good job fixing the car. He did a good job fixing the car.
Number 22. Do some work. It means to perform tasks or labor.
I need to do some work this afternoon. I need to do some work this afternoon. She did some work on her garden yesterday. She did some work on her garden yesterday. Can you do some work on this report? Can you do some work on this report?
Number 23. Do research. It means to study a subject in detail.
He's doing research for his science project. He's doing research for his science project. They did extensive research before buying the house. They did extensive research before buying the house. She does research on ancient history for her book. She does research on ancient history for her book.
Number 24. Do gardening. It means to work in a garden, growing plants.
On weekends, I like to do gardening. On weekends, I like to do gardening. She spends her mornings doing gardening. She spends her mornings doing gardening. They did some gardening and planted flowers. They did some gardening and planted flowers.
Number 25. Do a puzzle. It means to complete a jigsaw or other type of puzzle.
Doing a puzzle is a great way to relax. Doing a puzzle is a great way to relax. She did a puzzle with her kids yesterday. She did a puzzle with her kids yesterday. On rainy days, they often do puzzles together. On rainy days, they often do puzzles together.